This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, hi everyone. Today topic is how to install the software packages in Unix box. So here software means like what softwares are you going to install? Okay, so the topic is managing softwares. So what softwares we are installing? Like what are the softwares we are going to install? Why we need to install the softwares like that? Suppose you are the Java developer, you need a software like Java in your system so that you can able to develop the Java. Sometimes like the developers like Python developers, they will ask us to install the software and we can install and we can hand over to them. So like Oracle, MySQL, so all the softwares like software in our Windows system also we are installing like GoToMeeting software, some other like printer software and so many softwares we are installing in our Windows desktop as well, right? In the same way, but this is the server. The server is the main purpose of the server is to final purpose of the server is some application. So if you go any server, the server we buy the server. So like for example, you created a server. That server is having hardware. That means actual server, then operating system OS. On top of the OS, you need to install a software that is the application. It may be it may be application, it may be Java software, any software, Java software. Suppose for example, you need to install the Java software. On Java software, Java application is running like that. So that means we need to install the software, whatever the software to run that. That means platform. Suppose MySQL database you are installing, MySQL software you are installing. On top of that, MySQL database is created by the database people. Like everything is a software. So that software we need to install in Linux server. Okay. So that means like if there is a Java developer, they need the Java development. And suppose you want to zip the softwares. So like we have the lot of files here. You want to zip all these files. To zip the files, we need a to zip all these files, we need a zip zip software. So this is also one software. So if I say like zip command is working, so that is already installed. So like zip is the another option. So it is saying it is also there. Like suppose Java hyphen version. This software is also installed. Like lot of softwares are already installed. We will uninstall and we will install again. But at least our chapter is software management in Linux server. In software management, Linux server means what we are doing. So you are installing the software. You are if you don't want, you can uninstall the software. You can upgrade the software. You can check whether it is installed or not. So like four options. So you can check what version it is installed and all. So that means this job is we are doing this job every day. Okay, so make sure you can learn this thing. Okay, so like first of all, our topic is like here if you take one software like Java software, what you can do with that? You can install if you need. You can uninstall if you don't want. You can check whether it is installed or not. You can upgrade. You can check what version it is installed. That's all. Only four options: install, uninstall, upgrade, check the whether it is installed or not. Then the next question is from where you can install. From where you can install. That means how can you get this software and what are the different utilities, different options to install the software in Linux box, in Linux box. So that means like that means there is a two utilities to install the software. One is the RPM. RPM is the one command to install the software. RPM is the one command. We have the YUM. Two utilities are there to install the software. So we will understand what is RPM, what is this is the command to install. That's all. So that means the RPM is the one command and M is the one more command to install the software and to uninstall the software, to manage the software. So then we will start with the RPM command. So then we will go with the M command. So by using rpm command, how to install the package? Very, very easy. If you have the software in your directory, so I have one software, Zip software, okay. Otherwise, Stress software. I have like Puppet software. So we have a lot of softwares here. I want to install this software. So very easy. rpm hyphen ivh. This command you need to remember. Only rpm hyphen I means install. Without this also it will work. I means install. So it is installing the software, and you can give the software package, whatever package name, you can install that. So now it is installing. Very easy. So installing software is just rpm-i and this thing. But it is not showing whether it is installing or not, how much percentage installed and all. So for that, you need to give the IVH. It will give you the how much percentage. See, can you see this preparing and the percentage it is showing? IVH, the VH will help you to verbose and hash. Verbose means how much percentage you can see, everything you can see the status. That is the IVH. Please go ahead. Any questions here about how to install the package using RPM? If you have the package in your current directory, you can just go with RPM-IVH and this thing. Any questions, anyone? If you don't want this, just you can erase E. That's all. You can erase the package name. So you can erase the package name if you don't want. This is the package. It is removing. That's all. It is cleaning the package. Hyphen erase. So you want to upgrade. So if it is already installed, you can upgrade UVH. That's all. So very simple commands. RPM is like RPM-IVH, install the package, RPM-UH, EH. So if you are not clear about these three commands, let me know about this, how to install, how to uninstall, how to upgrade. So any questions, anyone? Everyone good? RPM-IVH, and you can give the package name and it is going to install automatically. So that's all installed. So see how it is installing, the percentage it is showing because of VH it is showing. So now you want to know what version it is installed. So very simple, like you can go with the hyphen QA and the package, the whatever the package name. So hyphen QA, that package name, then it will give you what version it is installed. It is Puppet 1.5, something like that. You can see that. So and also you can QI is the one more option, information. Q means query. I means information about the package. Then it will give you all the information about this package, all the information about this package. So this package, when it is installed, what version it is installed, when it is installed, and everything. What are the dependent packages on this? What it is like? It's simple. We can check information about particular package, particular software is installed in your system. Suppose you want to know what version of Java is installed. Someone is asking you, for example, how to see what version is it is installed. RPM hyphen QI Java. So you can see how what version it is installed and all. It look like it is not installed. So like sometime you may need to find out the Java installed or not by using RPM hyphen Q. First to find out QA. QA means it is displaying all the packages installed. So from this, you can grep a particular package. Grep means just you can you can find out a specific package from this. Okay, Java package. So some particular Java is available. So Java 1.7 is available. So that is the important. So please go ahead. Any questions here about all these things, like 4 points or 5 points? That's all. RPM hyphen IVH, UVH, EH, and QI. Just QI means query. So query information about particular package. So I want to see all the packages, installed packages, all installed packages, just QA, that's all. So that is about the RPM. So before going to M, any questions here? So here there is a dependency package. So QF means there is a one file. That file belongs to a specific software. How to see that? So that means each file is owned one package. So how to see the particular package from particular file? So this file belongs to, suppose etc, under etc password file belongs to this package. So that means this file is created from this package, like that. Some configuration file, for example, http etc http website related file, httpd dot conf. So this is the one configuration file, for example, ls-l. This is there, no, http, okay, httpd. So in this conf and http.conf file. So if you see this file belongs to which package, from which software this file is created. So you can just go to the file and you can look for the file, and you can clearly see this file is coming from this. So that is the one most important. Now you are very much clear about, from where this particular QF meaning. So, but there is some issues, there is some dependencies. If there is this software you are trying to install, a package, but that package need another package. Suppose I have some softwares here, for example, this software RPM-IVH, and I'm trying to install this package, but there is some dependent packages are there. If there is some dependent packages, that dependent packages are not installing, so it is not identifying the dependent packages. So there is a challenge here. Suppose now I'm going to this CD actually. So don't try to understand how I'm mounting this CD. That is we'll discuss later on. So /dev cdrom. Mount iPhone. So there is something software here. MOUNT mount /dev cdrom /mnt. We don't know where they created this. I will explain this. But whenever there is a CD, I will mount the CD-ROM tomorrow, and I will show you that. Okay. But here the thing is, we need one software. If there is a dependent software, so then you can't able to install the dependent packages. To install the dependent packages, so we need 1 second, look like I have some location of the CD. So I can go here. I'm looking for the location of the CD. So let me explain that. Okay. So if there is any dependent packages, the dependent packages are not installing. in this by using RPM. There is a drawback in RPM. The drawback is you want to install some software, but that software depends on another software. So that in that case, it won't install. First thing. Second thing is you can't revert back. You can't revert back using this RPM because it is not maintaining any database or something to uninstall again. So that's why we can go to the alternate method, that is the yum. Yum is the utility. By using yum, we can uninstall, we can restore to previous state, and also we can install the dependent packages also. So if anyone not clear about this, let me know dependent package meaning and all. Any questions? So, Bhopal, you got this point, the dependent package meaning.
Yeah.
So one software need another software. One software need another software. One software need another software. In that case, it is not allow us to do this. Okay. So just give me 1 second, I'll be back.
This conference will now be recorded.
So now coming to from where we can get these packages. That is the next question. One is from Google, but we never use from the Google. The second one is from the CD-ROM, CD, right? The third one is the Red Hat is sending you packages. Red Hat is configured. Red Hat is created a repository, and they keep it in some location in Red Hat, and we can connect to that and we can install those packages in our system. So this is the one mostly we do. This is sometime we can do, and if the system is not connecting with the internet, then we can get the CD and we can use the CD-ROM. But we can use the CD-ROM. But sometime in Google also we can download and we can install. But it's not recommended. We do sometime like the packages. So now you are very clear about where we can get these packages. So there is some drawbacks in RPM. Then we go for M. So M will identify the dependencies and it is going to install all the packages. So here M, IN, S, INSTALL, same story. Install. Suppose MySQL, my MY, MySQL. You want to install the MySQL software? Very easy. Just install MySQL. Your software is installing. So your MySQL software is installing. So it is trying to find out all dependencies. Can you see this? Along with MySQL, MySQL needs some other softwares. MySQL need some other softwares. So these are all are the dependent packages. So these are all look like this is already installed. So then it is saying it is already installed, nothing to do. But it is trying to find out what are the packages are needed to install and what are the dependent packages need to install like that. So that is the one command, like very easy. Instead of RPM, we are using M. So then what it does, whatever the packages are needed, -y means it is not asking question, that's all. So like suppose I already installed this, so I want to remove this package, for example. Instead of install, so you can erase, erase. So you can just remove the package. So this is also dependent, it is will remove the packages, and before that it will find out all the dependencies. Can you see this? It is asking question like, do you want to install yes or no? So if you say yes at the beginning itself, like -y, then it will take automatically yes as a input parameter and it will finish itself like that. So this is the most important, like how to install using. We are talking about M. So what is M? M is the utility to manage the software in Linux. So by using M, we can install the package. We can uninstall. Same story. Install, uninstall, upgrade, erase, check the package in version and all. So same story. M install. Same, like you, if there is any new version, so you can first install the MySQL. Then we will upgrade the software. So we are installing the software now. So look like this package, error in this thing required by MariaDB. So it is looking for something MariaDB library. So you could use skip option like this. So we'll talk about that. So MySQL needs some this package. So that we need to find out this package and we need to install this package first. Then only we can able to install. So like usually not required, but MySQL any SQL will install SQL otherwise. So that is not the our issue. That is the this MySQL dependency issue. Okay. Then in case if there is a dependency like that, then we need to download the software directly, the MariaDB software, and we need to install. Otherwise, if there is a dependencies, first it will install the dependencies. This package look like it is not available. It is trying to identify, but it is not installing. But finished dependency, it is already installed. Why it is showing? So anyhow, so we'll talk about this troubleshooting and all. But you understand the meaning, right? So how to install the software, so how to uninstall the software, how to upgrade the software. Sometimes you want to skip that dependencies, you want to skip the dependencies, hyphen no deps dependencies. So you can say hyphen no deps dependencies, and it will skip the dependencies, and it will install in case if there is any. So definitely it need to this package, something different version is there, so we need that actually. So we'll go for some other package instead of MySQL. You can go for the Java software. So you can go to the Python, or it is already installed. So I can go to the Python THON2. So I can install the Python 2. So let me remove that, then we will install ERAC. So you guys are understanding, right? Here we are installing the multiple packages, Python, MySQL, and it is trying to, the Python is trying to dependencies, lot of dependency packages are there. It is removed all the packages. Remove, trying to remove them, which is prevent. Oh, we need this Python 2 for the system purpose. That's why it is not deleting. So Python 3 is like, Python 3 is the actual package. They're dependent. So Python 2 don't delete anytime, Python 2 and the Python. The reason is the Python is needed for this whole software like Linux. Even M also not working. Like if you remove the Python, even your M command is also using Python software. So that's why you need the one Python separate, that is Python 2, that is the default one which is coming with the system. Then you can play around like Python latest version, whatever the other versions. You understand what I mean, Bhopal, and anyone, Sweta?
Yes.
So we need that package. So then I'm working on Python 3. So here there is a 3 dependent modules along with actual package. So you can say yes, then it is trying to remove that. So it is removed. So now you are very clear about the meaning of dependencies and all. So I want to install again like install. That's all. So it's very easy to install the package. So how to install the package? So now it is identified actual package along with what are the other packages are needed. If I use the same command using rpm, this hyphen ivh and Python 3. So it is definitely failed because the package is not there. Even the package you downloaded and install this package, still it is going to fail because dependent packages are not installed like that it will say. You got this? So that's why we are going with the yum utility. This yum is going to install the package using dependencies first, and then it is going to install the yes. So this is really important chapter. Okay, how to install the package using yum utility. How to install, how to uninstall, how to check the package version and all. Yum info. Min info is the command to check whether the package was installed or not. If it is installed, what version it is installed, and when it is installed. Sometime in interview they will ask you how you know when it is installed the package like that. So that is the yum install, yum uninstall, yum upgrade, yum info. So you can also install the package so using yum local install. That means suppose like now yum install Python, what it does, it is going to take this package like this package is coming from the Red Hat. So Red Hat they hosted in network somewhere, and there the softwares are they created all the dump over there like lot of softwares. So anyone you can install, I can install, and everyone install and go Python and all whatever they are going to this location and is installing. So I don't want from here. By using I want to install the from local machine itself. I want to install the from local package. So you have some package in your directory. I don't want, suppose if I go here install. So stress is the one software package. So stress package, it is star means all it is looking for everything. So stress is the one package. Now this is going to Red Hat site and it is bringing the software and installing. I don't want that. So I want local mission. It should check from local only. How the one stress package locally in your current directory. So in that case, instead of m install means it is going to Red Hat and finding the software, whatever the software we requested, and it is installing. Instead of that, yum local install, local. That means it is looking for the file, the package locally in your current directory, and it is installing. If there is any dependent packages, it is going for the other location and it will find. So this is the most important. If not clear, let me know about yum local install. Madhu, you got this point, right? Sweta.
Yeah.
This local install meaning, the m local install meaning is the meaning is we are saying don't go and find out the package from repository, take from current location and install. That is the meaning of this. So now you are very clear about how to install, how to uninstall, how to erase, how to upgrade. So, but we want to see before installing, you want to see particular package is available or not. So very easy. Suppose m before that, let me explain about here. You already upgraded, you already downgraded, or you did something. You want to revert back. So before that, you need to understand what you did exactly. History, HORY, history is the command. You can understand what you did exactly. Just now, I did something. This is the I removed and I did lot of stuff. So whatever you did, everything is here. So M history. I want to undo the history. So that means I installed, right? I want to, if I select this undo undo and this, then it is going to remove that because whatever you did this is going to undo. You got this, right? So M history undo, it will undo the operation. So very easy. Got it? Or still any confusion about undo? So m history is the command. So sorry, m history is the command. It will give you what are the tasks you did. So for example, sometime back I installed this option, like installed Python. Otherwise, sometime like I don't want this task. I executed something here, like I installed LSOF package, but I don't want that. So I want to undo. I want to revert back. So undo undo 46, number 46. So then it is removing whatever it is installed, right? So now it is going to remove. Now it is going to remove that package. So again, if you see history, you can clearly you undo this. So I want to revert this actually. I want to revert this operation also. Like for example, undo 55. What it does now? It is going to install because you removed, right? You undo some operation previously. Now it is doing reverse of undo. Again it is installing. So that is the m history command. So m history is very much important to understand. M history is the command to understand what are the tasks you did, what are the tasks you did, so up to now. So and also you can also undo some particular operation, whatever operation you don't want. So that is the one more important. So please go ahead, any questions here about history and undo? This is really important. If not clear, let me know, I will explain about this.
Once we undo, then how can we get back again?
The system will maintain the database what you did exactly. It will do the reverse
Okay.
operation. That's all.
So what is the command for that?
Just undo
Undo means from
to
history
read.
we are removing. Okay.
Yes.
And again we want to add it to history.
No, not history. This command, whatever this command, right? Whatever you
Mm-hmm.
did this operation, reverse operation. Instead of undo, install.
Okay.
That's what, right? Suppose if you erase this, right?
Okay.
So I don't want this. Erase, I don't want erase.
Okay. That should be undo. Okay.
Yeah,
It will be there.
it
Yeah.
will be there.
Thank
Exactly.
you. Thank
Yeah. So that is the package, like using history. History is the really important command. So now you are very clear about where what are the operation it is installed and all. So like that. Now coming to, you want to install particular package. That package is available or not? Very easy. List is the command. It will give you all installed package as well as available packages. It will give you. Suppose you want to know particular package is available or not, grep-i Java. So Java package is mlist means it will display all. So now I want to display particular package is available or not. So that is the one important command. So now coming to m list is the unwork on command, and m list, and you can grep a particular software you want. And also here one more important, m list will give you all the packages which are installed as well as available, which are installed and as well as available. So now coming to, but I don't want all, I want only list available, available available. So only available packages. You understand the difference between available and I want only installed package, installed installed package. So these three commands, like one is mlist will give you all the commands. So you want to grab particular file, particular package about that, and also mlist install to check the installed package, mlist available to check the available package, to check the available package. So this is the one more available. So you want to know particular package is available or not before installing. So you can see particular package is available or not. So from where it is available, from where it is coming, that part I will explain. So before that, you got this point, right? List, install, and upgrade, all these points. Anyone, any questions? Let me know. This chapter we will do every day. Okay, that's why I'm focusing more, because I just explained, right? Some topics are just for interview. Some topics are for knowledge base. Some topics are there in interview. Some topics are only in exam. So, but we are focusing more on work related as well as knowledge base. So that's why the chapter is very much important while working, because so many times people are requesting you the software installations and all. So the software is coming into the two formats in not only in Windows, Linux, or whatever. So one is the individual package. It will come like a stress package or Java package, like that. Sometimes there is a software like MS Office. It included many programs, many files, many things. So the individual package you can install using yum install, and there is a dependencies and all. If they are already identified and they did, so we can install other. They means like the provider who is giving software, they will give you some script. So you install this script to install the my software, like that. The guy who, the company who is created the software, they are providing utility to install that software. Otherwise, Red Hat utility, that M and RPM we are using two ways. You understand the meaning? So if Java is the software developed by the Sun Microsystem, this guy is giving option one is RPM. You can install using RPM, like that. And also he is providing one software with CD and with some program also to run and install the software. So in this, and also sometimes we need to compile that and we need to install the software also. Compile means we need to execute the programs and we need to do some compilation, like where on which location you want to install and all we need to define, and we can install that. This is the one more important. So we just trying to differentiate, like, okay, one particular software is, you are getting some particular software from the vendor, and vendor is giving some script to install, or RPM. These two people need to provide the solution, whether Red Hat, because we are installing in Red Hat system. Red Hat system may need to provide, the other system may need to provide this. So that is the most important thing. If not clear, let me know. I will explain one more time. Any questions, anyone, about this? You guys are good, right? So now we are understanding how to install the packages and all. So where to install and all. So now coming to how to compile. Just now the compiling meaning you understand, right? No? Anyone about compile? Because that compile meaning is important. And one more important, yeah.
One small question. Yum list available means available where?
Yeah, that's what I'm coming to now.
Uh,
So that means like there is a repository concept. So M list, M install, and all. That's what I just explained. So here there is a repository concept here. There is one server we are creating, and we are copying all the softwares in that server, and we create a repository. By using this repository, you can install in any of the servers. You understand? So creating this repository, tomorrow we will discuss. Now we are understanding only how to install from the client side. So m install m install Java. That means it is not there is no Java software in this system. It is going to the server and it is getting the data and it is installing in your system. You got this? You understand this point, right? Mahendra?
Yeah. From which server it will get? It's a Java
No. Which
provider.
server is which server we will talk. This server
Oh,
operation we will discuss tomorrow. This server operation.
okay. Yeah.
So today we are just imagine, okay, there is some server. It is holding all the packages. From there, it is getting the data and installing.
Okay.
This server may be your own server. You can create your own repository, or you can use the Red Hat also. Red Hat, this company, right? Red Hat software company. So there's products, right? Just like your mobile, like the new updates and all from your iPhone. Who is providing? iPhone company, right? So they are saying new update is came, like you can install like that. The same way, Red Hat is created one repository and they are connected with all of their systems. We need to connect. This client need to connect. We need to connect to Red Hat and we can install. How we can connect from our local desktop to Red Hat and all, that is the repository concept that I will explain. By using that repository only we are installing. So now coming to, you want to see how many repositories are there, whether the repositories is there or not. mrepo repo list is the command to see the your repositories. These are the repositories are connected. These are the repositories we configured with our client mission. You understand the meaning? These are the repositories like Red Hat CentOS and CentOS extra packages and this one. And you want to suppose, for example, the companies, right? They are providing the repositories to install their software in our system. So, for example, Docker is the one software. So Docker is the one company, for example. That company, like I want to buy the software from Docker. So there is a two ways. One is I need to send money, and they are sending the software through one CD or any different channel. Instead of that, there in their system, they created one URL. Use this URL and use this repository in your system. You can install. You understand what I mean? So that means they will provide us a repository to install. That means for that company, whoever is the company, that company is created one repository and they are selling the product, and whoever wants, they just need to configure their repository with our client. That's all. Then we can able to install. So like that, how many repositories we configured as of now? So these many softwares. These are the repositories I configured. mrepo list is the command to understand how many repositories are configured and all. So all these repositories are configured under a directory etc m.repo.d is the directory. In this directory, there is a files, the file name, whatever the file name, like CentOS. So these repositories names, CentOS, hyphen b, whatever the name you can give doesn't matter. In that dot repo is the out dot repo is the extension you need to give. If you go to this file is they clearly mention their URL. There means like the this server I created from Red Hat. The Red Hat is giving this option. So the Red Hat is giving this option. One second. Yeah. So Red Hat is giving a option like that. So that means the pack they are mentioning their packages are in this location. You can download the softwares from this location like that. They provided some software location, and that location we are configuring from the client side. Server side, this repository configuration and all we will discuss tomorrow. So we just need to take this output. Even if you go to this file, right? If you go to this file, you can see the software. So 1 second. So this directory, right? If you go to this directory, you can see the you can see our this thing. See this, they are not mentioned. They are not given access to this URL. Look like sometime we can see the URL also. Maybe they provided HTTPS. No, I think they are not provided the access to this URL, this thing. So sometime they will provide the access directly to download, but sometimes they are not. So mirror list, and to is. Yeah. So these URLs, let me show you some other locations. This may be kernel. So that location they are sharing to us, the whatever the location, right? These locations centWise mirror dot attach dot like this. So if you go to this directory, you can see there is a software is available directly from there itself. So they provided the some software location centWise mirror. If you go to these versions, so these are all are the different packages available. If you go here, the packages location OS operating system. So if you go to the operating system like architecture 64-bit version, so if you go to the 64-bit version, then there is a lot of packages are there. So this is the location of all their softwares. So he created one repository in that location and he shared with us, and we need to configure in our system like this. So we need to configure our system like this. So we need to define your base. Just you can give any name of this. This is also just a name. So we no need of these two. So the rest of is only you need to provide the base. The only rest of thing you need to provide only base URL. So they provided two. Okay. So base URL only. So the mirror list equal to you need to provide the URL name. That's all. So the desktop is same thing, like nothing. This is GPG check means whether this software, while installing this software, you want to check the key or not. So like that. So this is the you need to configure. You need to create a file and you need to configure this so that it is one repository. You are configuring the repository. That repository is provided by the whatever the company. Suppose I have one more repository with me. Suppose for example, um, is there any softwares here? Yeah, tomorrow we will discuss about the repository concept, but at least outline you are very clear about these softwares are coming from remotely, the remote server they are providing with the HTTP and all. So that we will configure in our current directory is etc.m.repository directory. You need to open a file name .repo, then you need to create a, suppose like you want to my repo repo.repo. You want to create your own repository, then you can do like that. But URL, suppose you need to provide like this base, or you can say anything like name. You can say anything like my repo or like that. So then name equal to, you can give any name, test repo like that. So test repo, like this is nothing to do. The base URL, the base URL is the one they will provide. Who will provide? The vendor who is providing the software, they will provide you the URL. You just need to provide. That's all. Only repository configuration from the client side. Repository creation from the server side, I will talk tomorrow. Even this also we will talk tomorrow. But at least outline you from where the softwares are coming, how they are coming to our desktop, our laptop. So that is the our server. So how we can get those softwares? So that is the base URL. So that is the one most important. So now coming to suppose you are installing the softwares from the server, right? One time you are installing the server. So this is the server, this is the client. Yum install Java. So that means from here it is taking all the packages into this location. There is a one location in this directory. In this system there is a one location. It is holding a cache. The next time it will not go to the server again. So then from where it is installing? It is installing from cache only. That is where that location is where cache, I think. Where cache is the location. In this location, yum related cache is located here. So if you go to this directory, your RPM, like whatever the package is related, the cache is located here. So I hope you understand the meaning, right? So all packages are available here now, because it is cached over here. So it is just the next time it is coming from local machine only instead of going to server. In case server is updated with latest version, you will miss that. For that you need to do, sometimes you need to clean up the cache. mclean clean all. So mclean is all is the command. It will clear all of your existing cache, and it will delete all of your cache, and it will pick up the latest version from the server side. So that is the most important. If not clear, let me know about this, like mclear, mrepository list, and from where it is going to, and where you are configuring the repository, where you are configuring the repository, m.repo. Okay, so /etc, you need to go to the directory cd/etc m.repo directory. There you need to create a repository name vi my repo or dot repo. You can give any name before, so but you need to enter that. So while configuring that, you need to add the entries like this. Base URL, enabled, and repository name. So this is from client side configuration. We'll discuss tomorrow, but at least outline here we are talking about all the packages. Okay, mlist repo, list repo, repo list all. So where cache location, and like that. So any questions, anyone, any confusion here about all these packages related? Anyone? Madhu, you are understanding, I think, right? So we'll discuss tomorrow. Any questions, anyone? Yeah, thanks everyone.